Asia say, girl no, on papa is dining bia momo. And again, the oil in a property na all party. Because that is legon feel no, sitting in this breed is legon feel one. When Crawford says legon feel dear, I would dear man and to me come home. Jaffe didn't know Frank Walana Wusu.
I was saying, you know, na no ada na mama Akosua say why file a letter of administration the court and now pese that lumba Ghpagetv we jaye e wo na chi ne chese ono na pese eja onhwe so abra e court back and can roll on ama entiase aye adwuma enum na abra wo de koye no na Bronii edin wo mama Akosua say wa na fe ono akasa ne ba e Charlyn ni signature ewum no eno e na wo de koto e court na am so e ma ne ba Charlyn so e be kasa e de kye ne mama say ye earlier wo de akwakoto court no wonyi ne din enfim na Ghpagetv ne papa ye ne sane mene nyina no di enka no mpemu bia enam so ama yetim legal wife so ababe kasa omo kasa e de che ye Bronii ene maami Akosua Serwaa ne ba Charlyn say eye daddy lumba ansa na oba be free mo no enema esefata se wo ye de ma eye Bronii no wo ye de ma ne dan ya wasidi ama no no wa ye ne de e de ama no enti eye Charlyn onhwe say eye maami Akosua Serwaa bra ne papa ebre ye no Ghpagetv esefata ne maami no one time ne maami echi na ne maami entumi enje na ade na Bronii ne ma wo ye nyina no eye na dan ji Charlyn emfa wodo ene ntiase embo ne maami mu na chese Ghpagetv a wo ne papa eye ye ansa na wo free mo no omuntumi enje omade busen kwenye ngoti ensem a eye tim legal wife ne e kan ne bimbra
properties e buy nyina ma one ne kru na ye nti no wo buy ne de also ye fa be kire ti see a wo sorry na wo say obi ntimi nje mfiri wo nsem obi ntimi nje mfiri mo sa frɛ wo frɛ no omonya wo dai nse nyame wo honom nenim go ase ne abawie nti queen ye den pai bot time ochi
Mamin can be being why queen. You know, Ahintasemtv media has come back and said something gonna happen next week.
I mean, soon I'm fa Abby, please, Abby, bitte come. Abby browse let's send a message ma and call mommy why. Abby Niha. Jumana talk. Let me see if I can find Abby.
I've started to realize that everything that Oprega is speaking to Hima Media, and they probably have a little bit of a group going on.
Hineba media, Hima Jumana lawyer.
Shall I treat them both? Or Hineba media.
Exactly. Here request Abby.
They must have like a group. Let me explain something to you, right?
Jumana, just a second. Queen.
Yes.
Maybe girl knew how so
okay. Very good. Man, send you a message, mommy. Why?
Yo.
Now, girl, they blackmail or just manipulating colano or black or it's just or them colane ya there.
Jumana, me bani bet me akasa na o pesa o kasewi. Budget. Don't have for budget. That's the most and that's next to dine motamakan here.
Now, Jumana, I'm finishing the statement, no, Amy. Oh, Nankolano Kasa. Can somebody natural Kolano? Jumana, please finish. Okay.
Let me make something clear. This is a very calculated plan. If you recall, that man that can't say Ahintasemtv media no. Obeka said next week I send me basi blah blah blah. And on China. Charlyn, no, and make his statement says there's something circulating in media. She doesn't know anything about it. And then at the same time, Oprega started the emotional blackmail of contacting her, calling her. Because what they want to do is get the children to make a statement that essentially a strong statement against their mother. And then they can use that particular statement for what they need to submit into court, which is similar to what they did last time when they drafted the statement for them and put their name on. Okay. So the sad thing is that they are evil enough and calculated enough to use the woman's children against her in a bid to force mum to essentially give away what is rightfully hers. Mom, I know you won't be listening to this, but Emma can potentially pass it on. even in difficulties, even where because as a mother, and me personally as a child who loves my mum, like I don't even know any other human being that I could ever do anything with to harm my mum. However, as a person who also lost a dad who was not very good to my mum, but was very good to me, as a child, you are almost in a three-way emotional state. You love your father, who you totally understand did not do right by your mum. And if there is step brothers and sisters, you also feel a connection, or you need to be there for them. What I will say is, under no circumstances can a third party use me to cause harm to my mother, even if I don't understand why she would care about assets or anything. Under no circumstances would I ever do anything that will allow a third party to use me against my biological mother. And I say that only because you don't know what you have until it's gone. From someone who just lost my mom literally just under 3 years ago, probably 3 years now, it is the worst type of pain you would ever go through. The worst type of pain. And all I would say is, I don't know what has gone on between. All I would say is, this woman does not care about your mum and will ensure she will do anything to get those assets and those property and to humiliate and embarrass her. And that is clear. And she would do the same to you guys. She came to court with information relating to your brother. She felt no way in making sure that those people presented evidence when she fully is aware that evidence is because of paperwork. But she presented that evidence to cause doubt as to the paternity of your brother. And she also used that evidence to humiliate your mother publicly. And that is not something that I personally, as a child, could ever forgive. I don't care what type of emotional blackmail, and the fact that you want to be civil. Be civil without doing anything that harms your mom's case. If you want to be out of the mess, be out of the mess completely. When she calls you and she wants to give you an emotional discussion about the case, you tell her, don't get me involved. This is between you and my mom, and simply do not discuss. You are not responsible for housing her child. And the reality is, she's got 6 children. In Ghana, she could live with 3-bedroom house. Okay? She doesn't need a 17-bedroom to care for her children. Now, it is simple thing, simple logic. I get it. Your father just died not long ago and you're an emotional wreck. But please, as an educated child, if you don't want to get involved, no one is saying publicly come online and bash her because you want to keep a relationship with your siblings. But to do anything to appear as if you're going against your mum would be a curse on you that you could never remove. And you won't know this until the day she dies and you're reflecting on the years you had with her and what transpired. And if you are a cause of any of her pain, if she's shed any tear, you will never be able to find peace when you go to sleep. You will have sleepless nights. Now, everyone is watching this, and it's embarrassing that we're watching this and we're thinking you can do more. But if you feel like you're in a difficult position, you don't want to do anything, that's fine. But just don't do anything whatsoever. Even if it means even if it's just showing sympathy towards that woman, just nothing, just stay the hell out of it. All the children. If you can't support your biological mother, then do not engage in any way. No phone calls, no discussion. You are very clear with her. Until this case is finalized and there's peace, do not call me. She doesn't need to speak to you. She has so many friends and family members she can call and cry to. The fact that she is calling you, the one person that she knows if she uses, it would affect her opponent, is disgusting. It's the worst type of, when you go to war and people say, I will do anything to win. Most people think children are, they should not be part of this. Not this woman. No, there is no rules to how she's fighting. Everyone will get it. So to me, that's me. Since this thing has happened, I have never said anything negative about you or your brother or any of you. And the reason why I don't do so, because like I said before, I understand the difficult position you be in. You love your mum, you love your dad, you care about your siblings, and you just want peace, and you don't understand this. But you should never go against your mum for a stranger. She's a stranger. And that is the saddest thing. And to me, if you do so, you will never be forgiven. And that pain that will go in your heart, in your stomach, when she's not around, you can never forgive yourself for that. So stay away. Stay away from this. Stay totally out of the case. Rather than if you can't help your mom, fight this, which is just people, strangers. Strangers are coming in and helping her, whatever she needs. And if you can't do anything for her, then don't do anything at all for anyone. Don't take phone calls. Don't do anything. Sorry, I'm done with that. I'm sorry, Papacho, you can interpret it away.
Mshafo mpamocho omu make your suggestion omu wi mamu pick you bia why munja two space no mami sremu.
Okay, Michia Bishafo.
You also Abraya.
Abra asem no court no. Se beka ya. Letter bi buy ya say. Nkwada na de buy e bi nso sinya nkwada na de buy. Eventually no, hu se na the other side no the letter no kra court. Ekwa di adanse se asem no ekoso no. Nkwada no kra enter o ma mi achi. Ye hwe de na signature any din wase ho no mo. Na esa akwada wi din a na sa wo letter na se. As a letter near the credit, and as I could have been a troy, we didn't nuanum and more the church letter. Oh, patches are some more cost. A seminar cost, or the found into me moody. Nancy, I was actual letter, but I said, see, TikTok na day. This year, no, we need be for Sunny Maniaman. A banisana baba wa ifro, one to me, I can't say, the patcho, a seminar cost. Me papa o medwin papa ho woni papa yere ana me maame wasem a monka na we ni de utimi frɛ o maame e ka wadwen kyerɛ o maame. This is strange. Like said, we all don't know what we have until we lose it. Sana kwakoye onipa enima de o until says adonai den ahwere no. It's strange that strangers are fighting for your mom and you are fighting against your mom. Abonteso fo minimum mama wo baby awo. Eku ese o madaje, ese o musika, e bompaye, ebi yakwam, ebi chirikom. People are fasting, people are praying. People are spending money to get information. People are buying data, doing everything to support someone that they have never seen in their lives. And whatever the person gains would eventually go to you, these children. And you are rather fighting against your mom. Mame se wankafra. This alone, sadi we kura bitimi kura mama me kura wintem. But like we said, you say eko. But ni nyame na eko mama me no. Nyame pe ne bitimi ache mama we whatever she's going through, it is only God who can really standing for this woman. Into who are okuma mama say we bian kan who say you are doing the work of God. Nyame adwuma na wo ye. Because anything that is happening is strange. The beer 1 + 1 is 2. But same we nko 1 + 1 bom enye 2. Either say 9 and not 30 and not 54. There are things going on that are very strange. But and I believe that say they can. If the gods want to kill you, they first make you mad. So when you nyansa said then that's a dream boneba with 3 more. So the people doing all that they are doing, they think they are smart. They think they know the system. They know the big men. And you see, and you think you are smart. You are planning, doing things behind the scenes. Will be fear one day, and that will be your end. From day one, but it is good. Say the man I cash as and say no matter what goes on, nyame be ya sojafo amo makwama no. Minyi ni se no asama maame no. And trom dey ato maame ne so. Say maame no be sign nyame be sign it. No hu say ne e kan ni nyina anya no kore. Na imom no nipa ponefo bi na akyekere ntro e dey ato maame ne so. Ninkwara ne ka so maame apoison papa for all these years no man teda. E dey no mka chom papa. Amomutrim da. Say a poison maame for all these years. O ma amomutrim da. The kakra bi a ona e kasa kakra bi o choleta no do onim da. But anyway, they are not our focus. Our focus is our mom. Mame, se wuti wherever you are. Nyamina odi won atoro from day one no. Never get distracted. Never lose focus. Muani enhwe kwan so. Enhwe nchen. Hwe straight. Nyamina odi won atoro so no. He will never forsake you. You will never be disgraced. Who kwan ye befa so be ba. But eventually, once the Lord is at work, it will end you well. Emrenti Queen Mobin Kasabwa.
Pen papa bacho me beza me kan bibi kakra. Me pa macho wo. Etiefo ne mo amwo private ni mo amwo line so. Any mpanifo na omudi abayo we chi a woti otimi di sansem we. Enti di abayo oye. Mua nkofo amudi nechi no. Modwen ho sen. So uni obi ku. Na wapeso otu wase wade wo ma etu wase. Oprega nyame obetua wo ka de ogina o gate anu na huhu no bie pun no nyame obetua wo ka wo ye oba tan na wanyima woda na wo mami kra wo mfere no obetimi awo mami wa wo wato aso o shia daddy lumba 1985 no e no wo da 1985 na ka wo kra ne first born kra nya wuti pen no ka ne mami etoso nnan e na be ye wuti pen nyame obetua wo ka wo ne wo maame ne masefo ogina mu gate no mu de mo nkoso na mo now Charlyn, I don't know where you are. I've heard you on social media. You have a TikTok account. With all due respect, your mother is your mother. No matter what, no matter how your mother is your mother. Your mom have endured painful life. If I show obi on mute no why. Your mother have endured painful life. Your mother have cried herself to sleep. Your mother have felt lonely. Your mother have been heartbroken. All because of you guys. Not because she couldn't leave your father or your father was the center of her life. No, it was because of you guys. She wanted a stable home for you. She wanted you guys to lead by example. She wanted to be your hero. She wanted to do everything. She wanted to give you everything she couldn't get as a child. That is why your mother endured that marriage, not because she loved your dad so much that she was hopeless. It's because of you guys. He left you guys for your mom. She raised you all by herself. The trial and tribulation to raise 3 kids on your own is not a task. It's not an easy task. For you guys you need to support your mother. when that girl calls, she have no interest. She doesn't care about you guys. If she's using you guys to get to your mother, that should tell you guys you are very smart, you are well educated, you are a woman. You every time she calls you, you tell her your peace of mind. The reason why you couldn't see your father, the reason why you didn't even know where your father was buried is because of that girl. So she's not your friend. And she doesn't love you. She doesn't care about you. All she wants is your father's property. She broke your home. You guys should have been, this is the time that you guys should have enjoyed your parents. But she took that away from you. It's because of Priscilla. Priscilla did that. So when she calls you, if I were you, block her. She have no interest for you guys.
Auntie
Her
Ajewa.
only interest is for her. Herself
Ajewa.
only. Yes.
Queen, me pacho why ready you.
Okay, manenkasa.
Mbako hansa wa baby girl na kasa. Ebusiafo me pamocho sa tepa hene no ena me man last warning me kan se mo ya me nka biom tepa hene me no as I'm talking no menya audios from a man a okope wo mo no she tepa hene no nursing school na wo ho no agi se oba wo nye fe so wo fe dia eye ya no oba be se ope wo fe oba bia ne wo fe bia na tepa hene akwa akope no enti se me kase me bie atum anase me ma opportunity wo me platform so obia tepa hene aba be peno no omra na ombeka e ma omo aye ready so ombe fo so ha ba beka e be kasa no tepa hene enye ketwa wo omo do so ankasa enti me ma last one twe hu free asem ne mu twe hu free asem no enti saa me ma kwan na e ma na fro so ha no mo fro so aso we nim begu ase baba because e man no also as I'm talking no me mute me na me tie audios so mo my ready so mo person bo fro so anum say be kasa tepa hene adenti na ahemfo bi mo ye interested in this case sir adenti na ahemfo bi mo de mo ho fole asem we mu sir mo problem anything. Me say me kan boko na me colleagues di bi wo ha omo ba asem no omo fa nchemu maka kire mo oba ti wa so omu a on fa nchew Ashanti Queen so omu a on fa nchew minu abema kwa ku Kristo onima asem yi on fa nchew o se Samson wati asem a night we chichi asem we a se eyi ebusuadom ni nyina omo so omu a on fa nchew o eyi baaye lawyer baaye otin baaye no me ena me try say me juju ne bo because asem we no maka